Ja, das sind doof und die haben
Ganz Kolibri.
ja, es gibt auch die mit der Taube.
Okay, wir sind online. Man hört euch jetzt. Wir sind online.
2. Good evening, my friends. My name is John Blek, and I'm here from Ireland. Yet again, only this time it's a little bit different. I'm coming to you through the cameras of Music Star into your home. So here we go. Welcome. Water rose and I couldn't get down. Found myself stuck on high ground. Drowned the streets upon which we grew. Broke the banks of the black water. Broke the banks of the black water. Down the road to rue. Everything you thought you knew, the good, the bad, the false and true. Bury the steeple neath the black water. Bury the steeple neath the black water. I'll hold my head above the water, my love, until the day the dove returns with proof of you. Rising higher than the sycamore that line the streets where we lived before. Gather your families and climb aboard. I'll be covered in the black water, be buried in the black water. I'll hold my head above the water, my love, until the day the dove returns with proof. I'll hold my head above the water, my until the day the dove returns with proof of you. So, it's a very funny time or age to be touring in. There is a small audience here, but the guidelines say that they're not allowed to make any noise. So, it's a little bit, it's even weirder than doing a normal online gig, because they just kind of wave their hands in appreciation. But we'll get used to that too. This is a song called Lily in the Garden. This is my Save the World song, my hippie song. I recorded this in Louisville in Kentucky with two friends of mine. A lady called Joan Shelley and a guitar player, one of my favorite guitar players, by the name of Nathan Salzberg. in the garden, oh my, oh, lily in the garden lay. Thistle and the thorn, they broke my fall, stumbled in the ditch that day. I lay my head upon the earth, heard mother say, tread softly on me, boy, or keep me till your dying day. Heather on the hillside, oh my, oh, heather on the hillside high, rocking the gorse in the old dark horse, out where the finches fly. Where do the rivers run? Where do the rivers flow? We're all gonna die of thirst, we don't know where the rivers go. Fire on the mountain, fire in the sky, turning all the blue to black. There's ash in the lungs of the old and young, mother bring the good days back. How could I take from her so foolishly? We curse the air and earth, mother, I can hardly breathe. Oak in the forest, oh my, oh, oak in the forest old. They won't last, not the pine or the ash, if you don't heed what you're told. Ice and snow hide in the earth, the flames lick the sky. I don't wanna go right now, mother, I don't wanna die, no. Lily in the garden, oh my, oh, lily in the garden lay. Thistle and the thorn, they broke my fall, stumbled in the ditch that day. Thank you. I think this is this is an interesting but great experience. The audience are doing jazz hands back at me. I released a new album on I think it was the 7th of February of this year, and I got to play 10 shows in the UK, and I played 2 shows in Ireland, and then lockdown happened. And I was supposed to come to Germany and to Belgium and Holland in April, but it never happened. But here I am now, kind of a we shall overcome moment. A step forward in the right direction anyway. It's a song called Colours Rising. Out in the briar, the thistle and thorn, bursting with berry, the colours adorned every limb that shot from the soil. I found you in the colour of it all. Winter had stolen the warmth from the air, but in by the fire the heat killed despair. Every note from tales true and told, I found you in the colour of it all. Oh, my lover, lay back down. I the orchard the apples had grown, the red blushing flesh from the seeds that you'd sown. Then in an instant the wild fruit did fall. I found you in the color of it all. If I were the briar, the thistle or thorn, bursting with berry, shot through the soil, would you see me at all? I found you in the color of it all. Oh, my lover, lay back down. I see the colors rising when you're around. Thank you. Cheers. So this is the first gig I'm doing in Germany this year. And I'm over here for 10 days. Bit of an ordeal to get here this time around. I had to do a coronavirus test 2 days before I came over, and luckily I passed. It's probably the only test or exam that I have passed ever in my life, including all of my school and college exams. But at least I have that. This next one is a song called Lightness versus Weight, from an album that I released in the year 2016. It was recorded on that album as a duet. There was a male part and a female part, but unfortunately, due to the financial and social distancing constraints cast upon us in this current climate, I'm going to be performing both male and female roles. Don't be alarmed. Was the cool of the morning, and two bodies lay side by side as though they'd been slain. But who was the hunter and who was the prey? Shall I stay another night, or will you send me away? Your touch is a noose and your arms are the rope, wrapped firmly around me in my slender throat. If anyone knew I was laying with you, I'd be hung from the gallows and you would be too. There's a lightness in this and a weight that I'll miss. Lover, shall I stay? You are my one love, the one I adore. My vows have grown empty, mean nothing no more. My wife's a good woman, but not the one I need. Shall I stay another night, or will you have me leave? Well, how can I trust you, your adulterous tongue? How do I know I am the only one? Your words mean nothing to this unlistening ear. Rise and go, I don't want you here. There's a lightness in this and a weight that I'll miss. Lover, shall I stay in the black of the night, in the blue of the day? Lover, shall I stay? Oh, dear lover, why must you waste your time so foolishly? The light recedes as the night it reads the day its eulogy. So don't go killing time, it will catch you in the end. And don't go wasting my dear old friend. Speak, dear lover, and rid your tongue of its heaviness. The leaves will turn and the wood will burn, the trees will still undress. So don't go killing time, it will catch you in the end. And don't go wasting my dear old friend. A little bit of rock and roll for you there, folks, at the end. Okay. This next one is a song called Hannah. And it's from an album that I put out last year in 2019. My God, 2019 feels like a lifetime ago now. But, it's a song about this life that I lead, this job that I've chosen. It's a song about being away from home a little bit more than you might like to be. Although this year, I'm not away from home enough. But that's okay. We'll fix that. Loosely based on the opening lines of a Townes Van Zandt song that say, "Living on the road, my friend, is going to keep you free and clean." That is not true. And now you wear your skin like iron and your breath is as hard as kerosene. That's much closer to the truth. This is Hannah. bitterness in me. Did not come here for your counsel, just a drink to sleep easy. And I'll do all that I can do to get back home to you, Hannah. There's no champagne or chandeliers when my working day is done. Just a cold bed in some old hotel after all my songs are sung. And I'll do all that I can do to get back home to you. Yeah, I'll do all that I can do to come on home to you, Hannah. I'm so hungry and high with longing for your skin. All I need now is you, lady, and a chance to rest again. And I'll do all that I can do to get back home to you. Yeah, I'll do all that I can do to come on home to you, Hannah. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Thank you very much. Excuse me. Okay. This next one is a song called Lace. I was touring in Germany in the winter. I think it was probably 2018. And I was at a motorway stop just outside of Dresden on the way to a gig. And, you know, it's cold here in the winter and I was a little bit hungover. Pulled in to get some schnitzel and pommes in those SB motorway stops. And I get a text from my mother and it says, John, your song Lace was on the television last night. And I was like, oh, brilliant, amazing. It cheered me up straight away. You know, took me out of that hangover and got rid of the cold in the air and everything. It just cheered me up. And then her next text said that it was on a program called Nationwide, which is a bit of a strange program in Ireland. I thought it was going to be on some sort of a really sexy television series or something, but it was actually a lot of old women, and they were making lace by hand. It was to accompany them doing this. So I got back to my hangover very quickly that day. Lace. White is a lily, as fragile as lace, torn by the branches on your wedding day. She said I was, she said I was good for nothing. I disagree. Cold is the ice on the car's windscreen, frozen and cracking and torn at the seams. She said I was, she said I was good for nothing. I disagree. She was like the setting sun, and now the ground she lay upon, the shadows lengthen, disappear, 'cause that's all they can do. Way by the corner to watch the cars pass, ribbons on bonnets and dresses to match. She said I was, she said I was good for nothing. I disagree. Thank you. Thank you very much. So I don't know if we have too many people listening in online, but I bet there's millions. Millions? I've been told there's millions tuning in online, believe it or not. It's all of this state of Germany are tuning in. I'm going to do a cover next, a Towns Van Zandt song. This is one that I learned over lockdown. stronger wind than the one that blows down a lonesome railroad line. No prettier sight than looking back on a town you left behind. There's nothing that's as real as the love that's in my mind. Close your eyes, I'll be here in the morning. Close your eyes, I'll be here for a while. There's lots of things along the way I'd surely like to see. Like to lean into the wind and tell myself I'm free. But your softest whisper's louder than the highway's call to me. Close your eyes, I'll be here in the morning. Close your eyes, I'll be here for a while. All the rivers and the valleys and the mountains can't compare to your blue lily dancing eyes, your yellow shining hair. I could never hit the open road and leave you lying there. Close your eyes, I'll be here in the morning. Close your eyes, I'll be here for a while. So lay your head back easy, girl, and dry your crying eyes. Be laying here beside you when the sun comes on the rise. I'll stay as long as the cuckoo wails and the lonesome blue jay cries. Close your eyes, I'll be here in the morning. Close your eyes, I'll be here for a while. Close your eyes, I'll be here in the morning. Close your eyes, I'll be here for a while. Thank you. Little bit of Townes Van Zandt there. He's, I think, definitely my favorite American songwriter for sure. You might do another one of his later. We'll see if the mood takes me. For anyone who's at home and who's listening in over the World Wide Web, obviously you can't come to the merch stand tonight and pick up your LP or your CD or your t-shirt or whatever. So if you want to go and buy some music, which I would greatly appreciate, you just go to www.johnblek.com/shop. It's that simple. And everything that I have here this evening is also available up there. This is a song called The Night and the Liquor. Oh. It's okay, we'll just do it in a different key. The night is in my head and the liquor's in my veins. I will run my mouth around all the bars in town again. So let me drink till I'm full, and let me sing till I'm sore. The ashtray says I've been here too long, but my glass still overflown. I will smoke till the clouds have filled the room, till my weary pains are gone. So let me drink till I'm full, and let me sing till I'm sore. I know this is no life, but it's mine. Let me lay my head on the bar a while, for my bed's too far to roam. It is empty now that she has gone, and my house it is no home. So let me drink till I'm full, and let me sing till I'm sore. I know this is no life, but it's mine. Thank you. Okay. So onwards to, finally I'm going to play some songs off of this new album that I put out in February. Oh, man. This new album is called Empty Pockets, and it came out, as I said, in early February, and it was released on a Dresden-based record label called KNF Records, which stands for Kumpels and Friends. And they're good people, and I enjoy working with them. This album is the third part in a series of 4 albums that I'm releasing. Earlier, when I arrived and I was setting up my CDs and records down the back of this room, Wolfgang said that all of the covers look very similar. And I said, yeah, but there's a reason. And it was because it's all part of a series. So we have Catharsis Volume 1, and then we have Thistle and Thorn, we have The Embers, and in September of 2021, I'll be releasing a new album, and that one's going to be called On Ether and Air. And that'll be those 4 albums completed, and I can go on with my artistic life outside of those rules that I set myself to record those albums. This next song that I'm going to play for you is a song called Empty Pockets, and it's the opening song from The Embers. Years ago, in what feels like a former lifetime, I used to work in a guitar shop in Cork City called Crowley's Music Centre. It was the guitar store that was made famous for having sold Rory Gallagher his Fender Stratocaster all those years ago. And that's where I spent 2 years working just before it closed down. The best job I ever had, apart from this one, if I can call this one a job at all. On a daily basis, we had a visit from this homeless man, and he used to come into the shop, and he'd say, he'd come up to the counter at the right inside the door, and he'd say, "Would it be okay if I went down the back and played some guitar for a little while?" We were all more than happy to allow him and to say, "Yes, of course, work away," because it seemed like something that was very important to him, and it made little or no difference to our days, really. He would go down there, and this man, he would take the most expensive guitar off the wall, and he'd plug it into the biggest amplifier he could find. And the noises that he would create were not those that you would call music in a traditional sense, but they were what came out of his brain. And that's what he was doing. We're getting requests online and everything. This is interactive all of a sudden. Yeah. But anyway, this man, he'd come in and he'd play his guitar down the back of the room. Years later, after the guitar store had closed down, I found myself reading a newspaper, and I saw a picture of this homeless man. And it said, "Homeless man Conor O'Hagan," that was his name, "passes away," in Tullamore, County Offaly. That's a town in the centre of Ireland. And it struck me that I had never known this man's name. And I read down through the article, and there was an interview with his father. And he was saying things like, Conor, this man, was not upset about his situation. He was not upset about being homeless. It was a choice that he had made. He never thought of himself as homeless. He just said always, his line was that, "I'm just following the sky." And that's what inspired this next song, Empty Pockets, as I said. Following the sky, sleep beneath the stars, fever in my mind, freedom in my heart. I lost touch, I let go, searching for something more. With these rusted strings, I will make my fortune, singing for my supper on every corner. I hear voices in my head. Why am I so easily led? Come the night, I'll lay down in the park, empty pockets, freedom in my heart, nothing to lose, so nothing can be lost. This is my fortune, what is the cost? I wander weary through streets of strangers, see their daily dealings, going through the motions. You say I'm sick, I say free. I don't need your sympathy. Come the night, I'll lay down in the park, empty pockets, freedom in my heart, nothing to lose, so nothing can be lost. This is my fortune, what is the cost? Is my body failing? Are my lungs collapsing? I am barely breathing, but my mind is racing. I leave life. A wayward son, but I felt more than anyone. Come the night I'll lay down in the park, empty pockets, freedom in my heart, nothing to lose, so nothing can be lost. This is my fortune, what is the cost? Thank you. I'll continue on and I'll play the second song off of the new album. It's a song called Death and His Daughter. Sounds very ominous. In July, on the 21st of July, I got married to a lady called Kira. So this is my first time going on tour as a married man. And I realized something. I realized that when you get married, you don't just marry this beautiful woman that you adore. You also marry her family. And that's something you have to be careful of. A big shout out to my mother-in-law, Rose, who may very well be listening in at home. Death and his daughter led me down to the riverbed, tempted by beauty fair, violet lips and raven hair. She promised to love me truly if I paid her